Alright, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to do front fenders. If you can't tell by the still picture, that means I'm horrible at retaining my videos and such. So you get still pictures for the introduction. So this is the front fenders. Look, they are fenders. You notice really closely there's lots of rust. So much rust that the rust came through and conquered the steel, leaving giant holes. Mostly wherever the steel touched the other steel, causing some place to hold moisture, such as everywhere, and everywhere. So you look at the back side of the fender. I'll show you the most of that in today's video. That piece right there, look how rusty it was. But wait, I made a brand new one from scratch. Yes, I bent it and I'm super proud of it because look, it's not as rusty and it fit. Super excited that I was able to do that after hundreds of hours of YouTube. I also learned how to make this. I used the English wheel, strinker and a stretcher and a hammer and a couple different trials, but I got my fender piece all built in. It looks pretty good. It fits it. Test it, make sure I like it. Once I know it fit pretty good, tested and liked it, well, clamped it up there and held it up and made sure it actually didn't move, and then I still really liked it. I like the radius there, and I like how it sat a little overhang here so I can hammer it over, and I got all the rust. Yep, looks like a good clean spot. With that in place, I can now take and cut it off, weld it in. So here it is, welded in, ground down a little bit, ready to go. And you can see that, yep, there's the piece fitting in there nicely. I really like how it's coming out. Fender's looking good. This is the second side I've done. I did the other side without the camera apparently, and then this side with. Then I get a little primer on it, make sure it's all cleaned up and not rusting on me anymore. So the rust will be stopped by the primer a little bit. Still rusts a little through this because it's not good stuff, but hey, it'll hold up till I put the good stuff all over it and then paint them. So I got that all done, and I proved there's two fenders to a front of a car. So here's the other fender. Yep, passenger side's where I started. It's not perfect, but that's why you start on the passenger side. I don't have to look at it, I'm the driver. So you can see all the work I did on the front of the fender as well, around the headlight. I had to replace quite a bit of this stuff. Basically anywhere you see that gray primer, I've welded this thing up. With these fenders both ready and kind of looking right, I got my little helper, this dude who's no good at cameraing, to hold the camera here and look at everything, and looks pretty good on the car, I think. Me holding it, look at me. Oh yes, so happy. And then there's like dust on it, apparently I was worried about. Monster truck tire. And my helper said, I'm done. And he left. So I put the whole front fenders together on there to mock it up with a couple screws, make sure the stuff I did in the very front worked, and that my gaps start looking good. So this is me looking at the gaps and how the door is flush to it or not flush to it, how everything lines up. Super excited. And then I go back here to talk about the gaps I've got to fix and show you the doorknob and the gaps I got to fix up here and little things, but you know, you don't really care about the door yet. This is a front fender video, so go back up to the front and you can tell up here's the gap. Yeah, looks good. I'm so excited beyond belief that everything fits back together and looks nice, that it is able to get the holes back in it that I had to cut the holes out, and there's a lot of work that went into this just to make it look like half decent. Heck, this is where most people start their project. But anyway, you can see the terrible gap at the bottom, and the fender pokes out. So the chrome used to hold and hide stuff, but can't hide anymore. So now I got to figure a way to hold the bottom of that fender in so that the door opens and closes, and then I need to fix the bottom gap on the door where the chrome hid the gapping issue. So in the next videos, I'm going to be doing door stuff and showing you what all I had to do to this thing's doors. I'm glad you're able to watch. See you on the next one.